On a storm-torn night near Boston, a man leaped onto a jet-black horse and galloped straight into a haunted swamp. He was never seen again. By morning, his grand mansion had burned to the ground, and every gold coin he owned had crumbled into ashes and wood shavings. His name was Tom Walker. And this is the story of the bargain that dragged him down to ruin. Long ago, in the gloomy woods outside Boston, there lived a miserly man named Tom Walker. Tom worshipped one thing above all else: money. He loved counting it, hoarding it, hiding it. And fate had given him a wife cut from the very same cloth, greedy, sharp-tongued, and hard as flint. Theirs was a joyless house. They hid coins and scraps of food from one another, and their bitter quarrels echoed through the trees. There was no warmth between them, no kindness, only gold, and the endless war over who would keep it. Even their poor horse went hungry, its ribs showing, while the two of them squabbled over every last penny. One gray evening, Tom took a shortcut home through a dismal swamp, a place so dark and treacherous that most folk refused to set foot in it. Deep among the twisted, half-drowned trees lay the crumbling ruins of an old fort. There, Tom stopped to rest. Suddenly, the silence broke, the heavy chop of an axe biting into wood. Tom looked up, and his blood ran cold. A tall figure loomed before him, blackened head to foot with soot and ash, his eyes smoldering like two red coals. A great axe rested upon his shoulder. All around, the trees bore names carved deep into their bark, the names of the region's wealthiest, most powerful men. Yet mighty as they looked, each tree was rotten and hollow at its heart, just like the souls of the men they were named for. One tree, freshly hewn and ready to fall, bore the name of a great man who had died only days before. The stranger went by many names, but most who dared whisper of him called him Old Scratch, the devil himself. And the devil had an offer for Tom Walker. Buried somewhere beneath that black swamp lay the lost treasure of the pirate Captain Kidd. Chests of gold and jewels, guarded by dark powers. The devil alone could lead him to it. The price? Only Tom's soul. Tom returned home and told his wife everything. Her eyes gleamed at the word treasure, and she pushed him hard to accept the devil's terms at once. But Tom was stubborn to the bone and spiteful. Simply because his wife wanted it so badly, he refused. He could not stand the thought of her sharing in a single coin. So the wife made a decision of her own. She gathered every valuable in the house, silver spoons, coins, trinkets, bundled them into her apron, and marched off alone into the swamp to strike the bargain herself. She did not return that night, nor the next. When Tom finally went searching, all he found was her apron, hanging empty in the branches of a tree, and around it, the marks of a fearful struggle. The devil had taken her, and all she carried with her. And Tom Walker, standing in that lonely swamp, felt something strange stir in his chest. Not sorrow, not grief, but relief. Free of his wife and hungrier than ever for gold, Tom sought out the devil once more and shook hands upon the bargain. But Old Scratch set one condition. The pirate's treasure must be used in the devil's own service. And so Tom Walker became a moneylender, and a merciless one. In the heart of Boston, he opened a grand counting house, and there he preyed upon the desperate, to the drowning, the ruined, the poor souls with nowhere left to turn. He offered loans at cruel and crushing rates. And the moment they could not pay, he seized everything they had, their homes, their tools, their last shred of hope. With every ruined family, Tom's fortune swelled. He grew rich beyond measure, and his heart grew colder with every coin. But time is the one debt no man can dodge. As Tom Walker grew old, a cold dread began to gnaw at him. He had not forgotten his bargain. One day, the devil would come to collect what he was owed, and Tom's soul would be the price. Desperate to cheat his fate, Tom turned suddenly, loudly religious. He prayed at the top of his voice. He took the front pew at every church service. He carried a great Bible under his arm wherever he went, and quoted scripture at anyone who would listen. He believed his sudden, showy faith might trick the devil out of his due. But no holy mask can hide a rotten heart, and the devil is not so easily fooled. Then came the day of reckoning. A poor man, a customer Tom had squeezed to the very edge of ruin, came before him and begged for just a little more time, for mercy's sake. But Tom, swollen with pride and greed, would give none. "The devil take me," he roared, "if I have made a single penny unfairly." The words had scarcely left his mouth when there came a knock, 3 heavy blows upon the door. Tom opened it. There stood the soot-black stranger, holding the reins of a great black horse that stamped and snorted in the gloom. Before Tom could so much as reach for his Bible, he was swung up onto the horse's back. Into a howling thunderstorm they rode, lightning splitting the sky, hooves thundering toward the black heart of the swamp. And Tom Walker was gone, vanished forever. That very night, his grand mansion erupted into flames and burned to cinders. And when men searched the smoldering ruins for his hoarded fortune, they found no gold at all, only ashes, cinders, and worthless wood shavings. Every coin, every treasure Tom had gathered by breaking others, gone, as though it had never been. The tale of Tom Walker is a warning as old as greed itself. A life ruled by the love of money and built upon the suffering of others leads in the end to nothing but ruin. No one escapes the reckoning for the things they have done. Sooner or later, the debt always comes due, and no mask of false goodness can ever hide a corrupted heart. In the end, riches gathered from other people's misery turn to ash in the hand and drag their owner down with them.